Hello, beautiful souls, and happy new moon. This is going to be an energy activation and a guided meditation for this new moon. And for this session, I'm really feeling this Taurus energy. If you have watched other videos of mine, other new moon and full moon activations, more times than not, I don't really tune in so much to the astrology piece of it, although of course it's all connected. That just isn't always the perspective that I come in with. Although for this new moon in Taurus, and just astrologically speaking, there's a lot of Taurus energy and I'm feeling it. And so I want to channel this into this session so that you can receive it and it can activate you in a way that is in alignment. In alignment with your desires and your intentions, in alignment with your needs and just where your soul is calling you to expand. Excuse me, in this moment. A little throat chakra clearing, I guess. So for this session, I came out in nature. And I invite you to, and this is an invitation, you don't have to, but I invite you to, for this session, tune in to this Taurean energy and either make yourself super, super, super comfortable with blankets and pillows and just bringing in that sensorial gratification, just really comfortable. Or I invite you to connect to the earth. And you can do this inside. You can get on the ground. You can lay on your mat on the ground. You can plant your feet on the ground. So this is an invitation if you want to. And even if you want to pause before we get started, to tap into where your body is calling you. What feels the most nourishing for you right now? Tap into that. Maybe it's just right where you are. Or maybe you do pause this and feel into that nourishment, nourish yourself, and then continue the session. So for anybody who is new to my videos, I am an energy channel, and I'm going to be channeling the energy of this new moon, channeling the energy of Venus, of this Taurian energy of the earth, channeling all these energies into this activation. And whenever you watch it, and however many times you watch it, every single time you will receive this energy activation and transmission for whatever you need and desire most at this time. So if you are open and receptive to receive an energy activation and this channeling, just say yes within your mind's eye. I'm going to take a moment now to connect to you energetically and begin this energy channeling. We will begin by channeling the energy of this new moon through me into you. As I'm taking a minute to connect, I invite you to set your new moon intentions. And we're going to be expanding upon those a little further, but just where you are right now. What are your intentions for this new moon? Anything that you're ready to release, and really what you're ready to create and ground in and manifest. And for a lot of you, I really am feeling a grounding in of intentions that have been in your heart. But just take this minute now, from your heart, from your soul, set your intentions, and then we'll go through the rest of this process. Finish up any intention setting. We are now connected. I'm channeling the energy of this new moon through me into you. Once you are finished setting those intentions, turn your palms up and allow yourself to receive this energy. Feel the infinite abundance of energy that is available to you now. And notice any resistance that you may have to receiving this. Where do you notice resistance? Does it come in the form of doubt? Do you physically feel it in your body, in your nervous system? Does it come in the form of past expectations? Meaning, when you open up to the new, to the desired, does your mind take you back to past disappointments? Where is your resistance? Perhaps it is in your DNA. From thousands and thousands of years of conditioning of an old paradigm. The energy carried in through your ancestry. The energy carried within your soul blueprint from past incarnations. Feel all of your resistance to receiving the abundance of energy that's available to you now. Feel it all coming up to the surface. Observe and notice what this feels like in your body, in your mind. And as I'm recording this and I'm out in nature, I hear a group of children. You might hear them too. And I feel this is the universe speaking, calling us to connect with our inner child. Invite that inner child to participate, to join you now. And as you connect to your inner child, and you feel their innocence, invite this energy in. Allow the session to be a collaboration between you, adult you, and your inner child. Attuning to that part of your inner child who felt free, playful, who believed without questioning, believed in what our adult selves may say is impossible, believed in their imagination, believed that they could create anything they wanted, that they could pick up a stick and they could turn that stick into a magic wand, a sword, anything they wanted. Now holding your inner child dear, we're sending the energy of safety and security to them as well as you. We continue to call forth this resistance to receiving, this resistance to believing. And we feel the energy of the new moon washing through you, washing through that inner child, sending that resistance down to Mother Earth. Feeling your entire being freed from this resistance now. With every exhale, send it down to Mother Earth. We let you go with love. What did this inner child need that they did not receive? We ask them, what do you need? They may have formed beliefs that they were not lovable, that they could not receive, they weren't worthy. But right now, this inner child, from the time they were a baby, to a toddler, to a preschooler, elementary, the tween years, the teen years, adulthood, up until this point, all versions of you, we give them everything that they have always wanted, that they needed at that time. Visualize them receiving it right now. Feel them receiving it right now. What about past incarnations of you? We invite your soul in. What has your soul needed, wanted, desired on your soul's journey that it's not received? Maybe it's been blocked from in the past due to energies and karmas. On a soul level, what has your soul needed and yearned for? What has it wanted to experience here on earth? And maybe it hasn't yet. We just invite this knowing to come forth now. We invite your soul to speak to you now. And we allow your soul to receive the energy. We are channeling now the energy of everything that your soul has needed, has longed for, has desired. Anything that has been denied, blocked off, resisted. We are channeling that energy into the entirety of your being across all time and space, realities, timelines, and dimensions, backwards, forwards, in the ever-present now. Allow your soul to receive this energy. Allow this energy of receivership to transmute any blocks to receiving. Allow all blocks to receiving to be transmuted now by the love of grace. Receive, receive, receive. There is an abundance of energy. There is no shame in receiving. As you receive, you will give back abundantly. This is how we are being called to live and experience from this moment moving forward. So receive, and receive now, in this present moment, all of your intentions, everything that you have asked for, prayed for. Allow yourself to receive the energy of this without shame and guilt and doubt. Just allow yourself to receive the highest, most harmonious version of this energy, abundance of this energy beyond what you can imagine, beyond what you've asked for, in the highest and best good of you and all involved. Receive, receive, receive. Allow all lack to be washed away. Let it go. Freeing all versions of you, freeing your soul. And all of the energy that you just received, feel it grounding and rooting in to Mother Earth. Growing roots. And from those roots, allow the energy to flourish around you. Everything that you've ever wanted, without shame, without guilt, all of these beautiful, abundant energies in your mind's eye, see them growing a beautiful, abundant forest around you. Take yourself in your mind's eye to the most lush, abundant scenery. And this goes on for as far as your eye can see. Abundance everywhere, within you, around you. And I invite you now to embody your most abundant self. How does true, infinite abundance in all forms, abundance of love, of experiences, of joy, of fun, of material, anything, what does it feel like to truly embody infinite abundance? I just invite you, with a sense of curiosity and openness, to experience this energy now. And in this abundant garden that you have just manifested, the version of your future self approaches you now. And we know that time is an illusion, and the words, even future and past, are just describing timelines that are existent now. But that's the human wording that we have with our understanding at this time. So we'll use it. And so we invite in the future self that is presently living your ideal timeline. who is the embodiment of everything you know yourself to be, and who is expanding even more from that, and who is living the life here on earth, the material life, where they have everything that they desire materially, from a sense of ease and love. That version of you approaches you now. And they have a message for you. They want to share with you how they view the world, what they're experiencing. Tune in and listen to what they have to share with you now. Many of us are used to living from the past versions of ourselves. Again, it's all this illusion of time. But the past versions of ourselves have dictated many of our thoughts, our actions, our beliefs. But in this moment, we are being called to tap into this future version, this potential that's presenting themselves to you now. And believe and think from this future state of mind, of energy, of embodiment. Hug your future self. Feel their energy. How do they think? How do they view themselves in this world? They invite you to become this embodiment now. That is why they presented themselves to you. They are giving you the gift of an energy, activation, and transmission to be the embodiment of this right now. Allow this to flood your thoughts, all the systems in your body, all of your chakras and energy centers. And from this moment moving forward after this meditation, the piece of guidance is to ask yourself, what would this version of myself be thinking right now? What would this version of myself be doing right now? And tune in and ask. Ask this version that presented themselves to you today. Ask them what action to take, what thoughts to think. Just like you would ask the divine, like you would ask a guide or an angel, ask this version. They are here to guide you. They are your guide. And clearing out any remaining resistance that you might have in your body, in your nervous system, in your mental body, to being the fullest embodiment of this version now, just clearing it out and allowing yourself to breathe into this. And becoming centered in the here and now, I am now calling upon the energy of Venus to channel through me into you. We're calling upon the Venusian Council to come to every individual who is listening to this See this Venusian Council surrounding you, approaching you. Feel their energy. They are assisting with this activation as I'm channeling the energy of Venus into you now. And just surrender and observe what you experience. And I'm getting one message from the Venusian Council, and then I will open you up and leave you space to receive your messages. But the one main message that I'm receiving is this heart and soul connection to those whom you love. Maybe you've met them, maybe you haven't yet in this incarnation. Open your heart, dear soul. Open your heart. And with the permission of the higher selves of all involved, we are opening their heart, all whom you love, all who love you. Feeling your heart connection. Opening up to collaboration, to partnership, to love, to letting go of feeling isolated. Open up to your community, to your tribe, to beloveds, divine counterparts, soulmates, twin flames. Open up your heart. Feel your connection. Allow this activation to clear karmic wounds, past contracts. I don't usually tune into this, but it's coming through. Any curses or hexes, any lower vibrational energies that have in any way torn you apart from those whom you love and those whom love you, from your soulmates and your tribe. Traumas, pain, anger, lack. Sadness, longing. The energy of Venus is clearing this out for you and all involved, per the agreement of the higher selves of all. And now, the Venusian Council has a message for you. Open up to receive it. You may receive it now. It may come as a download. What is their message? And because we are on this physical plane and working with what we have here at this time, my computer died and I am finishing the session for you in my own space. It's a continuation of the energy. I never really disconnected. And so we thank now the Venusian Council. We thank the energy of Venus. We thank the new moon. We thank the earth. We thank that future version of ourselves, our souls, our inner children, all versions of ourselves. Just feeling an immense sense of gratitude for all. Feeling an immense sense of gratitude for all of the blessings that you are receiving, that will materialize in your world, in your reality. And I'm beginning now to ground in your energy. Feel your connection to Mother Earth. And as we are connecting to Mother Earth, we are activating the goddess energy within you. We all hold masculine and feminine energy. We all can tap into goddess energy, divine masculine, God energy, divine mother, divine father. We have it all. And they all carry different aspects of the oneness that we are. And so I invite you now to feel the goddess energy, and in particular, the energy of magnetism, the energy of you being desired. Not having to do, that's masculine, but receiving, attracting, magnetizing. We are activating this energy within you now. Feel how everything that you desire, all of your intentions, feel how you are desired by those intentions, by that energy. Feel yourself just by doing nothing, just by being you, is this center point of attraction. Everything you desire desires you. We're lighting up your magnetism. And from this space, grounding you into Mother Earth even deeper. Feeling your connection to the heavens, to the cosmos. Feeling how your being is the mechanism through which this energy is grounded. It channels through you and it's grounded into Mother Earth. When others see you in your most authentic self, they connect with the God within themselves. Not by you doing anything, but by you embracing your authenticity. And let's move forth from this session with some intentions. In your mind's eye, visualize yourself walking through your reality. Just being you, not trying to do, not trying to change, just walking through your reality, being that light. Feeling your connection to the heavens, feeling your connection to the earth with an open, loving heart. And as you walk through your reality, as you do whatever you are doing at any point in time, everything that your heart desires you. It's being drawn to you in the most ideal, light-filled way. Visualize yourself walking through your reality, being this point of attraction. Visualize yourself walking through your reality, being your most authentic self, being the embodiment of this future version that presented to you today. And from this point, without you even trying, you activate the light in all who are ready. You heal this planet. You heal the world. You are the divine mechanism for grounding in the abundance of light and love here on Earth. So as we finish this session, we intend that you carry this energy with you from this moment moving forward. I'm taking a moment just to wash out your energetic field, anything that you released ascending, being sent into the light of love now. Your space is cleansed, cleared, and purified. And calling in the most divine love to fill your entire space now. Disconnecting from this session, so be it, and so it is. Let's take a moment to give thanks. I want to thank you for participating in this session and for having the courage to be this walking embodiment of your potential. So this is going to be probably the last invitation to the retreat that I am collaborating with this weekend. And so I want to tell a little story. And if you are complete with this session, then thank you for joining it. And you may enjoy just the abundance that this day brings. But if you want to stay for the story, then you want to listen, then I invite you to do that as well. So I told the story when we did the abundance activation. I told the story of how I wanted to prove to myself that my consciousness creates, and I did absolutely nothing in my 3D reality besides say some affirmations and intentions, and I manifested more abundance in like all forms. It was across the board than I had up until that point, and I did nothing. I didn't try other than like within my own consciousness. And I had some questions about people wanting to know how I did that. And so up till that point, that happened like 2.5 years ago. Up until that point on my journey, I will say that my spiritual journey had been by far the hardest thing I'd ever gone through in my entire life, yet the most incredible thing. Right? It was filled with a lot of really challenging times, but the most incredible soul discovery, enlightening experiences. And I got to the point where something really, really, really hard happened. One of the hardest things I've gone through. And I don't know if you've ever heard the term come to Jesus talk. When you have a come to Jesus talk with somebody, I had one of those with the universe.
And I said, I can't do this anymore. Like, I can't keep going through the shadow and the shadow and the shadow and the shadow and shadow and shadow and shadow and have glimpses of light, but then shadow, right? I just can't do it anymore. And I was very, very firm and authentic and serious. And I just spoke from my heart, and the universe it responded and it listened, and it put me out of commission for a few weeks where I went through a complete consciousness shift. From that consciousness shift within me, where I truly went from a state of lack, because that's where I was. I was just everything. I was growing spiritually, but in the physical reality, I was in such incredible lack in every area of my life. And so my consciousness, I needed to shift. And after I went through this consciousness shift that I asked for, I was reintroduced to the same information that I already knew, but I viewed it in a new way because I was viewing it through this new state of consciousness. So it's not like I did any sort of extraordinary technique. It's not like I'm like trying to hide something like, that I did. I literally just did affirmations, but I was very deliberate with them. So anytime like I had a thought of lack come up, I had affirmations that I would use. And I just had this belief that like I'm shifting my reality because there's no other option, because I can't continue to live in lack. I can't continue to just be knocked on my ass again and again and again and again. Like something has to shift. And so I just had this determination and this belief that this is happening. But I had to be in a state of consciousness to be able to get there. And like I said, then I had this Neville Goddard book on my coffee table for like a year previous to that. And I tried to read it and I didn't get it. And then it's like, I picked it up and everything made sense. Like I actually did it and I applied it and it worked because I was in that new state of consciousness. Before that, and this was before COVID hit, I had 2 businesses. Like I was literally working from sun up to sundown, like from the moment I woke up to the moment that I went to sleep, because I had a pet sitting business and I had my Reiki business. And so for pet sitting, you need to go take care of the animals right when you wake up, because that's when they have to be taken care of, and you have to let them out, the dogs, right before they go to bed. And then in between that was filled with Reiki sessions and me trying to just do follow where my soul was calling me to. And so I worked constantly, but I didn't make any money. I don't know how that's even possible, but it's like, how am I working this hard and I'm not, and it's not like I was like, I didn't have money to buy things. Like I had nothing, like it just was not materializing at all because I was in a state of lack. And so when I proved to myself, okay, I'm going to do this with my consciousness, I'm going to prove that I can do absolutely nothing. I'm going to test it out. I'm going to at least test it out that I can do absolutely nothing in the 3D and receive abundance. And then I did. That showed me the truth of how I feel. We are being called to create. We're being called to live. We're being called to receive. And I had a lot of shame around money and receiving money. And, I see that so much too in people that really, really want to do good. And there's like I felt guilty. I like undercharged for things. I felt guilty accepting money. Like I just had this intense guilt and shame around it. And I see that either on a conscious or an unconscious level. I see it amongst light workers so much. And I say this with love because I was there. I was, and like, I see it like we're, people say, I don't want to feed into this. I'd rather not have, and or just like undercharging or feeling guilty and like shaming themselves and that shame being reflected back. And we still live right now, currently in a space where money in most cases is necessary. And until we create some sort of new form of energy exchange, we are still living in that. And we can embody that and create something new, right? So we can create what this new 5D energetic exchange looks like, but why don't we create it now? Because money, I'm just going to say it, like, not abundance, but money, only holds the energy that we placed upon it. It does. It only holds the energy if from the beginning of time we just saw it as an energy exchange. If from the beginning of time we were taught and we knew how to tune in to our natural innate gifts, and we just allow abundance to come to us, then money wouldn't have all this negative, icky energy. The energy of greed is what makes, it is what gives the overall perspective of money perhaps a negative, it causes a negative perception, but it's not that. It's not abundance. It's the energy of greed. And let's expand this out to more abundance, like abundance in everything, abundance of time. I have manifested an abundance of time, and that has had a ripple effect of benefit for me and like literally everybody that I come in contact with, because I've honored my time and I've honored my abundance. And I want you to do that as well. So opening up to abundance is not greed. Greed is greed. They're separate. We've attached them a lot of times because they have been attached, but they're separate. So anybody who receives money or abundance through greed is greed, period. But if you receive money and abundance through light, because you deserve it, because you open yourself up to it, then that is the energy that we're shifting, the energy of currency. We're shifting the energy exchange. And so my vision of heaven on earth, my vision is that we are all doing something that makes us feel fulfilled. We create for the sake of creation. We serve for the sake of service. We enjoy for the sake of enjoyment. We experience what this earthly plane has to offer, the potential of it. We experience it for the sake of experiencing it. And we live in abundance. It does not have to be an either or. It can be both. And so that is my vision. And if you feel guided, then I would invite you to join the retreat that we are doing on Sunday. It comes from the source of passion from 4 women who have gone through all of our individual journeys and are still in the process of mastering these concepts. If it feels expansive to you, I invite you to join. This is not coming to try and sell you anything. This is coming with the intention that you go through whatever consciousness shift that you need to go through so that you can live here on earth your ideal life, that you can live in abundance. You can live in fulfillment. I believe that this is possible. I believe it is because I've tested it on myself. I'm my own guinea pig. And I'm still mastering this, but my goodness, by believing in this, have I just leapt. That future version of yourself is not living in lack. And I don't want you to in any way, in love, in experiences in any way. So if it feels aligned, I invite you to join. I intend that whoever joins goes through the exact consciousness shift that you need to release these old paradigm beliefs, these old paradigm energies, and create heaven on earth for yourself without shame, without guilt. Okay. So that's that. If you can't join live, the replay will be available. So if you're watching this after, then the replay will be available. Okay. Thank you. And I intend that you felt the authenticity I intend you feel the authenticity of everything that I do and everything that I say. Okay. I'm sending you so much love and light. And everything, links below. 3D stuff, links below. Okay, I'll talk with you next time.